Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge of This is Sky-Hi, episode number 15. Boys and girls, why am I holding so much Vegas Golden Knights stuff here? You know what? Went to the preseason game yesterday, and yes, we picked ourselves up a free Nate Schmidt bobblehead. Now we got the Mark Stone and Schmitty bobblehead, but yeah, the game wasn't all that great. We were losing 4-0, and a last second goal, really. 17 seconds left in the third period by, I believe it was McKenzie. And that was just kind of the night, right? You know, you lose 4-1 at home, and it's a preseason. It's kind of whatever. You just get to see the kids, have a good time, say hello to your neighbors. Pretty much it. Shout out to VGK Coverage, man. Did the vlog, and I await each and every, game day for new content for VGK Coverage. And if you haven't already, boys and girls, go ahead and go to VGK Coverage. He's going to give you a more extensive, detailed look at Vegas Golden Knights game. Me, I'm more of just an angry cunt who's going to react to shit. Like, that's just me. And the thing is, I bask in that shit. I do. I don't really censor myself. I just speak my thoughts aloud. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will flat out admit that to people. And, there are always, I say this, there are people who are going to do things better than you. And this is why I give kudos to all these cats who do the grind and do the work. And I always, recommend people, if you want to get interested in sports, if you're a VGK fan, especially go to VGK Coverage. Fantastic guy. Seahawks, there's so much stuff like field goals, Hawk Blogger, so many of these niche groups that's happening because of social media, YouTube platforms, all of this. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And what else is incredible, boys and girls? My favorite Canadian has returned back to Seattle. My favorite long-haired, beautiful Canadian, Luke Willson, double L's, has come back to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the crazy thing, boys and girls. Really think about this. So, earlier this week with the Seattle Seahawks traded Nick Van Ette, their, I believe, 2016 or 2017 fourth or fifth round pick, tight end, and we send him off to Pittsburgh for a fifth round pick for next season's draft, which I would imagine Pete probably turns it into like 2 draft picks. Pete and John somehow just fucking finesses that shit. But Luke Willson was cut from the Raiders in August. And so, being a free agent, we essentially got a 5th round pick and a free Luke Willson. That's how I read into it. I love it. I mean, boys and girls, I'm not gonna lie, I love Luke Willson. I do. I think this is a guy who is so underappreciated with the Seattle Seahawks fans. And, I talked to my Lions fan friend, and, there's a lot of, I think, bitterness with the Detroit fans with Luke Willson, especially because of the whole team there, Matt Stafford, all that crap. But here's the thing. 89 of the 102 receptions in Luke Wilson's career, 89 of them has been done in this uniform, the Seattle Seahawks uniform. So, boys and girls, if you're a Seattle Seahawks fan, be excited. Because this man, linking up with our boy Russell Wilson, Wilson to Wilson is back, baby. Wilson to Wilson is back. And I am so excited. Because it's also the return of Techno Thursday, boys and girls. So, I know other 12s got excited too. I mean, I can't be the only one just getting super excited about that shit. But I'm not gonna lie, boys and girls. There are certain things in the sports dynamic right now that I'm not really too excited about. And it's Arsenal. Despite the fact that, yes, Arsenal in the last 3 matches in all competitions, Europa League, Premier League, and also the League Cup, 3 straight wins. Lots of good things happening, right? But unfortunately, there's also the reality of looking into Arsenal and what they have coming up. So coming up on Monday, it's Manchester United. And they also announced the 4th round draw of the League Cup, Carabao Cup, whatever the fuck cup you want to call it this year. Arsenal will be headed to Anfield to face Liverpool in the 4th round of the the League Cup. Yeah, I know Liverpool isn't going to start all their starters, but that's a that's just a tough environment to be in. And I know historically, funny enough, Arsenal has scored 4 goals in League Cup fixtures at Anfield for whatever fucking reason. They just do, and they somehow tend to win. So history may repeat itself. I'm not really sure, but this is Unai Emery we're talking about here. All right, well, let's not forget the past occasions were Arsene Wenger, when Wenger was still kind of in his power. Unai Emery at this point, I really don't know what the hell to really make of it. I really don't. As much as I still say we got to keep Emery, because at this point, if you want some level of consistency from top to bottom, you have to keep your manager. You do. And I know tactically there's a lot of naivete with Unai Emery, but at the same time, who are you going to get? Who are you going to get? Is Tuchel available? Is Nagelsmann available? Is Allegri available? God forbid people try to fucking ask for Jose Mourinho. Arsenal fans, let me be very clear right now, boys and girls. As an Arsenal fan, I would never want Jose Mourinho as a manager. And this is the thing. I understand his track record is excellent. Every fucking club he has gone to, he has won something of significance. Even Manchester United. Remember, boys and girls. No matter how much you berate Manchester United, you have to remember, Jose Mourinho's tenure with Manchester United has to be looked at as a success, at least in the first 2 years. Believe they, got an FA Cup win? I think that might have been under Van Gaal. But they also got a Europa League win. That's huge. To me, that's huge. You won in Europe. And I know for you Manchester United fans, that doesn't really mean much to you guys. But guess what? The reality is that does solidify Jose as a perennial trophy-getting winner. And I understand all of this. I do. But simultaneously, you have to also look at his tenure in all those clubs. Generally speaking, 3-year cycles. 3 years. Every 3 years, it's almost always the same thing. By year 2, he's won enough where he can cruise along, but his personality starts getting cantankerous and cancerous. It spreads all through the locker room and the players and then the staff and the executives. We've seen it in Chelsea. We've seen it in Real Madrid. We've seen it in Inter. We've seen it at Manchester United. It's every 3rd year. It's always that 3rd year. And to me, it's just very simple. No matter how desperate you are as an Arsenal fan to win right now, the importance of garnering our young talent, which seems like what Unai Emery is doing with at least the Europa League and the League Cup, we have to exercise some patience. And this could really be said for a lot of struggling clubs right now. If you're a fan of Chelsea, if you're a fan of Manchester United, if you're a fan of Arsenal, and oh god, I hate to say it. Fuck Tottenham. I'm not even gonna compliment that shit. No, not even. I almost went to a dark route right now, you motherfuckers. All right, I do this shit for you. Actually, I do it for me. I don't really care about you motherfuckers. I really don't. But Arsenal will be at Liverpool on the week starting October 28th. Which is funny because I'm going to be back from Atlanta that week. And, it's going to be a long fucking week. Lots of games to go to, Vegas Golden Knights. And it's going to be depressing if it turns out what I think it's going to be. I swear to God, if they start Salah and Mane and Firmino, I'm going to fucking lose it. I'm going to fucking lose it, okay? But I wouldn't be surprised if Emery puts in Lacazette, Pepe, and Aubameyang in that lineup, in that competition. But I love Arsenal, boys and girls. I do. I'm a diehard Arsenal fan. If I committed to getting a tattoo, the first thing I would get is a badge of Arsenal right here on my left chest. But this team kills me. The team absolutely fucking kills me. Another team that is killing me slowly, but with slow optimism, and then eventually probably just jabbing at you reality and cynicism is... Yeah, there you go. The Dodgers. So, we win today against the Padres. Now, you have the final series of the regular season against the San Francisco Giants, who we have to fucking beat. I mean, obviously. But now we are headed into October. Boys and girls, as a Dodgers fan, I mean, clearly, I just want to see this team win. Just one. Just one. Okay? At least once in my lifetime. It's been 31 years, man. All right. I want to see us just own October and actually win the World Series. I know that's asking a lot. And I know historically, everyone keeps telling me we choke. We always choke. We always choke. But I'm just hoping, bare minimum expectation for me is get to the ALCS. So to me, that's already a check mark. If anything else after that point, it's like, okay, cool, man, like whatever. Like it's gonna suck. I'm gonna be fucking depressed for weeks. But this is the reality of sports. It is. But I really do hope this is the year the Dodgers finally get to win the World Series. That's depressing. That is depressing. Anytime I talk about the Dodgers, man, there's so much optimism with this roster. There's so much optimism with this team. I love them. I do. I really do. I mean, Kershaw was wonderful today. I saw that man live. His jersey finally came in the mail yesterday. But all in all, it's as much as I love her roster, Belly, Muncy, JT, Gavin Lux, Dustin May, Ross Stripling, even though Ross Stripling has terrible fucking games, Walker Buehler, Hyunjin Ryu, Kenley Jensen. My God, my fucking brain is getting fucked up. Like he passes his 300 mark yesterday, his closer, which is amazing. But can you guys fucking just get your shit together one year and just actually win a World Series, please? I love you guys. I do. I fucking love you guys. I love this roster. And I really hope this is the fucking roster to finally do it. And after the World Series loss last year, I was so upset. I was so mad at Dave Roberts. And the reality kind of set in. We weren't good enough. We just weren't. Honestly, this is my opinion as a baseball noob. Really, baseball noob. We had no business being at the World Series last year. It really should have been Milwaukee. But their over-managing manager fucked it up for himself. He really did. And to me, it's just pretty indicative how incredible Dave Roberts has been able to finesse these Dodgers to win season after season after season. And I have to give him his due credit. I do. I remember just being so mad right after that World Series. He's a piece of shit. I can't believe, I think weeks later, a few days later, they re-signed him. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing? But the reality is, there has been no depreciation age or year season. It's been just consistently doing well. And as a Dodgers fan, I'm just impressed. I have to actually be here, sitting here objectively and thinking, this is absolutely impressive. This is unprecedented too. And so, whether you're Dodgers bandwagon fan or not, I don't really care. I mean, to all you real fans out there, I mean, I've been a fucking fan since '98. I haven't really been a baseball savant or nerd about it, but, you know, I still cheer for my Dodgers. I do. I don't know any other fucking baseball teams I cheer for. I wouldn't. The Angels are in Anaheim. They're not LA, okay? And I always say this, boys and girls, I do. There's only 2 teams that actually matter in Los Angeles, okay? 2 teams in the city of Los Angeles, California, that absolutely matter. It's not the Rams. It's not these goddamn teams like USC. And I apologize, boys and girls, for USC fans, but guess what? There's only 2 teams. The Lakers and the Dodgers. And a great LA means those 2 teams win. And I do sincerely hope my Lakers win, within the next 2 years. But with the Dodgers, I feel like this is the year. I feel like this is the year you have to make a statement. You have to absolutely make a statement. And I hope they do something. I do. I know Minnesota on the AL, they just broke a home run record in MLB history. So that's a dangerous team. The Yankees are just the Yankees. They're going to just empire their way through somehow. The Houston Astros gotten significantly better since the trade deadline. And it just worries me that there's a lot of great competition on the other side. And there's also great competition on the NL side. Let's not forget. So we have to be cautious. I don't think arrogance is going to solve our problems here. And so hoping the Dodgers do well. That's pretty much it. Holding on to the optimism. And, as a fan of a certain franchise that has been holding optimism just, due to real doo-doo over the past few years. Real doo-doo, sir? Yeah. Talking about Star Wars. Been a fan since I came to this country in 1998, watching the first original trilogy, right? Watching the original trilogy first, New Hope, or original Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. That's what I grew up with, and then watched the prequels, and then watched every single new release of Star Wars, when it happens, except Solo, which don't even get me started on Solo, please. And I'm hoping this set of news really does change, hopefully, the potential outlook of what a Star Wars universe can look like. Kevin Feige reportedly has joined on the Star Wars property as a producer. As a Star Wars fan, I'm not going to lie to you, I am very excited. I am so speechless when I read that news. I was like, what? Are you telling me, Mastermind Kevin Feige is going to be a part of the Star Wars universe now? I thank you, Disney. I thank you, Disney. Good God. I don't even know what to say anymore. And I know, reports have been coming out over the few days. George Lucas, Steve Jobs, Bob Iger, all these cats bad-mouthing, the new trilogy, which, to be fair, hasn't been all that great. But it's almost like, all right, guys, let's just finish this trilogy, right? Whether it's strong or not, let's just finish this trilogy and just move on to the next set. We got The Mandalorian. We got great new stuff on the animation front. As Star Wars fans, all we can do is hope. Appropriately. That's all we can do. Hope. And so, boys and girls, I'll leave it off there. Here from the Sky Lounge. Follow me, the Sky Lounge, and all the links Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. I am running out of juice and my lips are chapped like a crackhead, so fuck off.